First, let's consider what defined each civilization at its peak. For Rome, their strength lay in their disciplined legions, innovative military tactics, and infrastructure, including roads that allowed for rapid troop movements. Rome's political system, at its peak, combined elements of republicanism and autocracy, thereby enabling both adaptability and centralized control. Sparta, on the other hand, was renowned for its military prowess and the strict discipline of its warriors. The Spartan society was heavily militarized, with a social system that produced some of the most formidable soldiers. Their phalanx formation was legendary, offering a solid block of shields and spears that was tough to break. Now, if Rome marched on Sparta at this hypothetical confluence of peaks, several factors would come into play: military tactics and innovations. Roman legions were highly adaptable, using formations like the maniple system, which was more flexible than the traditional phalanx. This flexibility could potentially counter the strict, less adaptable Spartan phalanx if the Romans managed to draw Spartans into open terrain where they could outmaneuver them. Numbers and resources. Rome, at its peak, had access to a vast reservoir of resources and manpower, which could sustain prolonged campaigns. Sparta, although fiercely resilient, was always limited by its smaller population and relied heavily on its Helot underclass to support its military. Rome could potentially leverage its numbers to encircle and lay siege to Spartan positions. Spartan defensive strategies. Sparta was not known for its walls, traditionally relying on the strength of its warriors. If Spartans anticipated an invasion, they might employ hit-and-run tactics in their hilly terrain to offset the Roman advantage in open-field engagements. Psychological warfare and morale. The Spartans had a reputation for instilling fear due to their warrior ethos and legendary tales like Thermopylae. Romans, being pragmatic and focused on results, might attempt to undermine Spartan morale by targeting supply lines or employing psychological tactics. In terms of outcomes, if Rome could sustain its pressure and prevent Spartan forces from engaging in advantageous battles, it might prevail through attrition. Sparta's best chance might lie in leveraging its alliances, as seen in historical battles like those against Athens, where they relied on Persian support. In conclusion, while Rome's organizational and numerical advantages might give it a strategic upper hand, Sparta's legendary skill and local advantages could result in significant Roman losses before a final outcome is reached. This scenario underscores the complexity of ancient warfare, where logistics, alliances, and terrain played as crucial a role as raw military strength.